Everyone, this is Stephen Stewart. I'm the CEO and chairman of QC Copper and Gold, and I'm pleased to give everybody an update for September 2024. What we've been up to, it's been quiet on the news flow, but I assure you we've been very busy behind the scenes, moving things forward. And what are we moving forward? Well, of course, we're moving things forward on Canada's highest grade open pit copper deposit located on the rail, on the road. The access to infrastructure is unparalleled, in my opinion. And it's a viable deposit, again, in our opinion, and we're going to move it forward. But there's lots of work to do, and I think the most important update that's occurred is the most recent news release, which was put out about a month ago, but it's fallen on deaf ears, along with most of the news in the industry as of late. It's just few people are paying attention, but frankly, that's the best time to take a closer look, and that is the agreement that we signed with the town, the city, I should say, of Chapais. And anybody who knows our project knows we've got a very large open pit. The biggest challenge, if not the biggest discount associated with the Opemiska copper gold deposit is its proximity to the town of Chapais. And this town existed to support the mine when it was a former producing high-grade underground mine. And now we want to put an open pit there. And I think what this agreement does, it signals to the market that the town wants us there. It signals to the market that QC Copper has operated responsibly with transparency and demonstrated that there's economic viability and opportunity for the town and its people, and we intend to continue operating that way. There's no other way to do business than do business well. Otherwise, you go out of business. So I'm very proud to have this agreement in place and in the public domain. It indicates the town is inviting us to continue to develop this mine with the prospect of one day building a mine. I'll note it's not an event. It's a process to achieve social license. So just because we've signed this agreement doesn't mean that it's over. It's a continual relationship building exercise. But to me, it just shows that the town, which has a very large and established mining culture, many of the people in the town and their predecessors, their fathers, mothers, uncles, they all worked at the mine. So I think people are excited to have the prospect of this mine and the town reinvigorated. So I think that's very, very important to have that in the public domain. So thank you to the town of Chapais. Thank you to the mayor, the existing mayor, and the two previous mayors who have all been very supportive of this project. And I'm proud of our team who really takes the responsibility seriously. Aside from that, what have we been doing? Well, we are on the road to a PEA. That is the objective. We've published our resource. It's a robust, high-grade resource. What we're doing right now, a lot of internal stuff. I deem it non-sexy, but very important. We're looking at the HALO studies. We have some questions about how the resource treated the boundaries. Oftentimes resources are hard boundaries. In this instance, there are halos associated with these veins and these stopes that were delineated in this resource. And we're taking a much closer look on how those resources are domained and ultimately calculated. The resource, in our view, calculated them as zero, but they're not zero. There's definitely grade there. But how you treat the grade, calculate it, domain it, block it, very technical, very detailed. We're working on it, and it's something that's we hope will result in a more robust economic model. Additionally, and in parallel with that, we've been looking at engineering and trade-off studies. How is this mine developed? Is it done in one phase, two phases, all, of course, in conjunction with the proximity to the town? There's many ways to approach this, and we're looking at, again, just trade-off studies. And we're taking our time because it's very complex, and we're working with the town. We're working with stakeholders, all with the eye to delineate or present an economic and mine plan that works. And beyond that, outside of where the Springer and the Perry, or I should call it where all of our open pit resources are delineated, we have been compiling the Cook and the Robitaille, and the Cook and the Robitaille is the third and the fourth mine. We've had no 43101 resources there, but there will be. We have a pretty good inkling that there will be. And The database is where we've been focusing our time. Again, that's a very decades old database with lots of drill holes. You got to validate them, and it's a laborious, unsexy process. It's a process that we went through on Springer and Perry, and we've just been doing it with the Cook and the Robitaille. We've actually many months ago, we engaged a third-party consultant to do it. We think that's the most efficient route to do it. So actually, it's completed and just delivered to us. I think that's, again, a milestone. So, I mean, I think theoretically, we could probably look to put a 43-101 on Cook and Robitaille as is. But what we're going to do is we're going to drill it. And a drill program will be announced very soon on the Cook and the Robitaille now that that model is complete and we can do a fully informed drill program. So that's beginning soon. And I think from there, we will look to bring the Cook and the Robitaille into the 43-101, again, to add more pounds and ounces into the ground, the Opimiska project at large. And last but not least, of course, QC Copper and our sister company made an investment in Cuprum. And Cuprum is why I think it's interesting. First, QC Copper owns 8% of Cuprum. It's private. It's the largest copper resource in Ontario. It's very analogous, if you will, to QC Copper in the sense that brownfields, again, excellent infrastructure. It's not constrained by a town, which is nice. The grades aren't as high, but it frankly has the potential to be much bigger. Cuprum published drill results earlier this summer. Again, nobody noticed. But in fairness to Cuprum, it is a private company, but nonetheless, it had excellent drill results. Please go to cuprum.ca to check them out. Again, they remind us of the Opimiska, where the grades here on Cuprum appear to be getting better at depth and wider at depth. So it's very interesting. Stay tuned. Lots more to do. But again, we're leveraging our experience, our team that we developed while delivering the resource on QC Copper, and we're using that expertise with Cuprum. So again, it's analogous and very interesting. Stay tuned for more information as we develop that. But anyways, as anybody knows who follows us, we're part of the org group. We're well aligned. We're very experienced, serious operators, and looking forward to moving our projects forward, along with talking about forward-looking statements. My name is Stephen Stewart. I am the Chair and CEO of QC Copper and Gold. I welcome and encourage all shareholders, anybody interested, to give me a call. And I return my phone calls and emails quickly, so I'd look forward to it. Thank you for your time.